All right, Coach, quick turnaround. We're hosting Tampa. How's practice been so far?
We had a great practice today. Guys were after it. I thought our execution was as good as we've had since we've been back from Christmas break. Guys were lively, real focused, which they have to be because Tampa's a physical team. They do their stuff exceptionally well. They got great size. We have our work cut out for us for certain.
It's kind of, not getting into too much from how things have been so far, but heading into Wednesday, you got a team like University of Tampa that has been hot, especially from long range, averaging 50% in the last 3 games. It seems like, based off the teams we've played recently, this is a redemption opportunity to try to show the conference how our three-point perimeter defense has been.
I don't really get into that, to be honest with you, Angelo, about redemptions and stuff, and what the rest of the league is doing. But we are... they're a low volume team. I mean, they in the sense that they're not a high. They're not running out there shooting 43s a game or something like that. That's not. They're very efficient. They're well coached. They're disciplined on that side of the ball. And you got to get your hands up. But part of it is that their bigs are so big, so teams end up collapsing or having to get. So their guards get a fair amount of open looks. You have to contain that. They're a difficult team because you got a 7-footer. You got a good 6'9" kid that's physical. You got big guards off the bench. So you got to be able to, if you make a mistake, there's a lot bigger margin for error for them, finding a 7-footer at the rim, versus somebody finding a 6'6" guy at the rim. So you got to be able to take that away, and you still got to be able to, like you alluded to, you got to be able to cover the 3-point line against a team that can knock down shots if you leave them open.
This actually was going to be my next question, Coach, how often in your coaching career as well that you have to game plan against 7-foot centers? I mean, you've had...
lots of times. And we've had plenty of them ourselves. We've had a few ourselves through the years. But, the more size. I mean, the size is obviously it's a huge advantage in this game for certain. But quite honestly, those guys they do a great job in their system. They do a tremendous job. Honestly, it was speed and skill, as Brad Stevens once said. I heard him say, speed and skill are really what keep you up at night as a coach when you're game planning. When you have teams that have that tremendous amount, but they're a difficult team to prep for, and they really turn it into a battle on both sides of the ball. They're very physical defensively. You got to be able to create fouls from them and get fouls called against them for certain. And you got to do it the entire game. I mean, you got to get to your pace and the way you want to play. You got to dictate to them. You got to do it for the whole clock from tip to buzzer.
And to kind of continue to elaborate on the well-developed system Tampa has, the past 3 games, University of Tampa has had a proficient bench. They've had at least one player score at least 10 or plus points. What's it going to take to try to stop that from happening heading into Wednesday?
Well, I mean, it's just a complete game. I mean, obviously... whether they have their bench in or their starters, it's a very similar game plan defensively. We just got to be ready to come in and communicate on defense, know what we're doing, make sure we're calling out screens because they are big and physical, and make sure we have a locked-in mentality the entire time.